Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Jimmy Martinez. I've been working at the harbor now for 14 years. And recently I was working for Toll Global Group. And prior to that, I was an independent owner contractor. If you guys know, you might know, Toll is a very successful Australian company here in the harbor. And I don't know if lately you have seen on the news or the newspapers that that company has been treating us, the drivers, as second-class citizens. We didn't have a restroom, indoor restroom to go to. We didn't have a break room on that company to go to. And we tried to talk to management regarding those problems, and a lot of the questions, the answers for that was they had to go work somewhere else. We didn't like that situation. So, in response to that, we, the drivers, 62 of my fellow drivers, we decided to make a petition, to make the company change the situation. And on the result of that, the company fired my wife, which she used to work for the company as a security guard. And that was because of the retaliation of a union buster that they had. And recently we made a march last week on the 27th to a company, and we were wearing, all my fellow drivers wearing a Teamster shirt to represent to show the company that we want to form a union. And on retaliation of that, on the 29th, which is last Saturday, the company fired 25 of my fellow drivers, including myself. And I don't think it's right that a very successful company like Toll, which is a company that has a union in Australia, is treating its drivers in that matter, especially American drivers. I consider myself an American driver. And now, on the result of that, my sons have three kids, and now my sons have a mother and a father that they are unemployed. So I don't think that's happening in the ports, your ports, and I just wanted to let you know that. Thank you, Commissioners.
Yeah, just
Yes.
I'm aware of the situation. And we know that nearly all the trucking companies, in the Port of LA and Long Beach, are not union, but at the same time, trucking companies have a responsibility to act in a certain manner in this port. And I think it's a travesty of what's happened. I don't know what the port specifically can do about it, but I know that we do have relationships with some of the trucking companies that seem to be credible, seem to treat their workers in a decent way. And then there's others, obviously, the one you have been working for doesn't. That when you ask for a bathroom and they're unwilling to give you a bathroom on the job, come on, is this a third world port? If the companies can't give them bathrooms, it seems to me that maybe the port should. This is America.
Yes.
And then when you demand a clean indoor facility where you can eat your lunch and you don't have that, you got to sit on the back of your truck. That's what's going on in this port, and it's not right. And this port does have some responsibility. And it's not right. And I think this port, we have to look into what we can do, particularly with this company, and hold some of these companies accountable. There's got to be a certain level of hygiene and others in this port. What are they going to do? Walk outside and take a piss on the ground when they go into a facility or whatever? This is not right. And I'm glad you guys have come in front of the board and made us aware. Now that we're aware, I think this port has a certain responsibility, and I think we should sit down with this company and talk to them about how they should operate in this port. Can't talk to them about being in a union or not being in a union, but how they treat their workers and how they provide for the hygiene of their workers is something I think we can deal with, and I think we're obligated to do that. So thank you for coming to the meeting.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. I also note that we are going to have a presentation, I think, in the next couple of meetings from John Holmes on our trucking program and issues relative to enforcement of the things that are under our purview. So we hope to hear